Hey everyone, welcome back to CK Cycles. In the last episode on my 1984 Honda CB700SC, I took care of the rear end and got everything kind of squared away here. In this episode, I'm switching my attention to the front end of the bike. Of course, the bike is going to need a set of replacement tires, and I've gone with the Honda CB700SC, which is the cruiser tire. I've had good luck with these tires in the past, and they seem to be fairly affordable, and so we're going to give them a try on the Honda. I'm also going to work to get the hydraulic front brakes working and also replace the front forks. So I'm going to start the front end disassembly by taking off the current hydraulic brakes, the whole entire brake system actually on the motorcycle. I have a replacement system here that is still fully sealed up and is in operable condition. And I mean, the brake pads look pretty much brand new. So I'm going to get the brakes off, get the front wheel off, and then eventually get the forks off so I can put a set of replacement forks on the bike. The forks that are currently on the bike really are not in too bad of condition. They are certainly serviceable. It is kind of messed up right here at the seal, and there is some pitting and some surface rust further up on the fork shafts. And so this replacement set of forks is going to be real nice and really help to clean the bike up. So let's get the brakes off, let's get the front wheel off, and see about getting the forks off. I'm going to start with removal of the fairing so I can get to the fork clamps and get to the hydraulic brake union that's down underneath here. Just be easier to access a lot of the things I need to access with the fairing off. I think there's a safety chain back here, or safety cable right there. Kind of a nifty deal. I'll unplug the headlight, and then so that has to drop down. There we go. The horn on this bike does not work. I don't know if it's the switch. I don't know if it's the horn unit itself. So I'm going to take this off. I'll probably test it at some point and maybe have to replace it. So off it comes. I may need to loosen this bracket to be able to sneak the master cylinder line, which is right here, out from behind it. I'm going to do that right now while I'm here. I'll have to remember that the line goes back behind it. Alright, so that'll be free right there now. Good. So I'm going to drop the calipers, keep this mounted so the calipers will hang from this point. Then I will drop the master cylinder and then get everything ready to be removed freely, and then undo these two nuts and remove everything. Okay, those pads don't look too bad, but I'll be excited to use the other one, so we'll just let that hang and we'll go do the other one side. Everything I need is now hanging freely, so we'll pull these through. I think that they will come out towards the front along with the master cylinder here. There we go. Old brakes off. Looks like I need to take off the caliper brackets. At least one of them. So the right caliper bracket is connected to I think this track system. I think it's like an anti-dive system in hard front braking. There's an adjustment here. And so that caliper bracket is attached to that system. I want to leave that alone, even though I'm putting new forks on. I'm going to leave that alone. I think I can get the wheel out if I take the left or the right caliper bracket off. And that is not connected at all to that anti-dive system, I believe. Yep. Come on, Speedo. There it goes. There we go. Front wheel off. A lot of little rubber washers and spacers here. Be sure not to lose those. Kind of see some of the rusting and the pitting here on the forks. Replacement forks are all clean, don't have any of that. So something I had not planned on doing, but I think I am going to do, is replace my lower triple tree clamp here. The lower one, you see there's quite a bit of surface rust on it. I mean, I don't think it's anything real critical as far as operation of the bike, but it doesn't look that good. I do have a replacement lower triple tree clamp here, and it is in much better cosmetic condition. So I kind of had not planned on replacing this, but having a better look at it here, I think I am gonna. I mean, I'm not hopefully not gonna have the forks off this bike ever again. So. I might as well just do it right now. So this is going to be a little bit more involved than I had planned, but let's get it done. a washer and a tab that lock these two together. So of course they're not going to come apart. Is there another one? There's two. And there it is. New Kenda looks good. First step to getting the front brakes reinstalled is to install this caliper hanger. Now I'm going to rehang the brake master cylinder, remembering that it gets tucked in behind this bracket and then sneaks itself out like that. Okay, now it's time to hang the brake caliper. I make sure my pistons are fully recessed to give the brake tabs here plenty of room to get around the rotor. And it should hang pretty freely, pretty well. All right, let's see if these replacement brakes work. The fluid looks clear in the reservoir. Let's start pumping it up. Starting to get a little lever. A little more lever. Yeah, I think that's going to work great. All right, so the front end of this bike is pretty much buttoned up. I'll get the cowling and headlight back on, and then we're going to move on to the fuel tank.